Hey everyone, welcome to the first video on this channel. Today we will be talking about the effects of drugs and some examples. The main function of drugs is to alter the body's functions, whether that be good or bad. Many people take many different drugs for a vast amount of reasons. Drugs as a term is the description of changing the body's behaviors, changing the way we react and are. Examples of such contain cocaine, tobacco, legal medicine, LSD, marijuana, and other substances. Drugs are not a singular substance, it's a term for a wide range of different substances and many functions. First, there are the depressants. These slow down all functions, and mainly interact negatively with your central nervous system. This causes reaction times to be much slower, and that may lead to several dangers. Making a quick decision is crucial to survival in some instances, and partying may include several dangers that include quick thinking. Examples of depressant drugs and substances include alcohol, benzodiazepines, marijuana, ketamine, opioids, and many more that slow you down. Second, there's the hallucinants. These affect how you see things and how you sense things around you. Hallucinations may cause you to mistake one thing for another, scare you by seeing things, and even lead you to possible dangers like falling down the stairs or stumbling around. Examples of this classification are LSD, mescaline, psilocybin, PCP, cannabis, ecstasy, ketamine, and many more. The third classification are of course the stimulants. Their function is to speed up functions of the body, specifically in the central nervous system. It acts as a mirror to the depressant drugs, and can lead to many issues while in activities. Stimulants will increase your heart rate, your blood pressure will increase, you will have less of an appetite, meaning that food may become less enticing, and if you take prolonged amounts of stimulant drugs, you may starve yourself or get close to harming yourself. Examples of stimulant drugs include caffeine, cocaine, amphetamines, ecstasy, and nicotine. Drugs are not a good way to relieve yourself or feel good at any given time. The issue with understanding medicines and drugs is that you cannot really tell what does what until the effects have kicked in. The worst impact that drugs have on your body has to be the short-term and long-term effects that drugs have on the human body and mind. Consuming substances could severely alter your mental health if prolonged consumption, and it could also change your body for better or for worse. The purpose of this channel is to inform young individuals on how drugs work and their effects on the human body, and it is best to know before you try any. A good part about consuming medicine and other lightly harmful drugs is the fact that some substances barely impact yourself at all, if you do not catch an addiction. Here are a few examples of several effects of common drugs. 1. Cocaine. Cocaine is a stimulant, and as well as the sharpened reaction sounds, it has some extreme side effects, such as reducing your pain perception. This can cause you to ignore small injuries, and in turn makes those smaller injuries more intense later on. Another issue with consumption of cocaine is the high and the low. After taking cocaine, you get that good feeling, making you happier than before, but after the drug wears off, you begin feeling as if you never took the drug, and sometimes even worse. This may lead into a deep depression if consumption is repeated over a longer period of time. Another extreme effect of cocaine is the overstimulation of the heart and the nervous system. This may cause the blood pressure to skyrocket, and your heart will beat faster than usual, possibly leading to a heart attack. 2. Ecstasy is another example of widespread side effects that harms all your dimensions of health. A common side effect of ecstasy is that it makes colors and sounds more intense. It's like turning the saturation up on an image maker. Other side effects include being warm and chatty, confused and paranoid, and can even lead to psychosis. The only good side effect of ecstasy is that it makes you very alert and warm. The reason why I'd still not recommend taking it is that it has too many negative effects elsewhere. 3. Speed. Speed is similar to cocaine, as it is a stimulant much like it. A common trend with most stimulants is that you feel very alert and are able to quickly act. But among all the glamour of its good features comes the side effects. Those include loss of appetite, increased aggressiveness, confusion, lethargicness, raised blood pressure, and can cause worse issues if taken with other substances. Vaping is another extremely common form of taking drugs, and is more accessible and more common in kids and young adults. These have not been around for long, and are an electrical alternative to smoking. The worst part about vaping is that you don't really know what you're consuming. It could be anything, and mostly it's negatively affecting your physical health. You will get lung problems, an irritated mouth and airways, nausea and headaches, and coughing. It not only affects you physically, but mentally. You can get extremely anxious, feel more stressed, and worst of all, it can harm your brain if it's still developing. The alternative to vaping, cigarettes, are no better. They contain nicotine like vapes, and have way worse effects on your body than vaping. Smoking increases the chances of getting cancer, specifically on your lungs. But unlike vaping, cigarettes and tobacco have been around long enough for scientists to study its true effects. All 5 health and well-being aspects of life are mildly or majorly affected when taking drugs, and can leave a scar on yourself, whether that's physically, mentally, or spiritually.